Oh, God. My retinas are detaching. Somebody call 911. Oh, yeah. Sorry.
Look out. Some perfume lady's going to spray us.
This film is going to examine some of the more popular myths about shoplifting. Myths about shoplifting? You better believe it. This is one case where what you don't know can hurt you.
For instance, did you know that many security guards are actually deadly cyborgs?
Made in Sri Lanka, huh? Well, you got my attention.
Oh, this one says bad mother on it.
The good, the bad, and the... Oh, my God, I didn't expect it to work out that well. Ugly.
She almost forgot the bag full of Tech 9s she brought in case the job went south.
It went perfectly, just like my neighbor's dog said it would.
Is this the myth where Hercules picks up a 7-Eleven? Shoplifting.
Hi, Marcia. Hey, what are you doing?
Walking home.
Hey, come over to my house.
Oh, okay.
I got something to show you.
What?
It's a letter from my dog saying you should obey me.
Great. How much was it?
You promise you won't tell? I stole it.
You what?
Yeah, I stole it off some guy I
Took it off the
stabbed.
table and put it in my bag.
Gail, how could you steal something?
Oh, don't be silly, Marcia. It's only worth $10.
Much less than this convertible she jacked in the parking lot.
Doesn't hurt anybody. Now, why pay for something if you can get it for nothing?
Myth number 1. Shoplifting doesn't hurt anyone. Is that true?
Yes, it's the rare
Retail
true
stores
myth.
nationwide lose $2 billion a year to shoplifters. Did you ever stop to think who pays for it? You do. Stores have
Well, no, not if I
choice
just
but to
steal
mark up their
everything.
prices to cover their losses. So you pay for shoplifting every time you buy something. We all do. We all pay for the selfishness of shoplifters.
But the romance of their untamed hearts is
Nervous?
worth it.
Oh, sure, I was nervous. When that guard stopped me, I thought I'd go through the roof.
And now it is always with me, my dark passenger.
But you know, it was kind of a trip. Exciting. Oh, and it was so easy.
I could never do it.
Why not? It was my first time.
Well, I'll just stick to my arsons.
Caught? Oh, you've got to be kidding. Nobody gets caught shoplifting. Well, not if you're careful.
Myth number 2. No one gets caught.
So the takeaway is, just be careful.
Yeah.
It's true that not every shoplifter gets caught. But it's just as true to say that everybody who shoplifts gets caught. Maybe not
Is
the first
this
time,
Zen
but
Cohen?
if a shoplifter keeps at it, he or she will eventually get caught. Every single one of them. It's becoming harder and harder to get away with shoplifting. Look at what you're up against.
Drone strikes.
Closed-circuit television that allows one viewer to survey and monitor an entire store. Two-way radios to direct guards to a suspect in a matter of seconds.
I'm so lonely sometimes. Over.
Electronic tags, clipped onto garments or attached to other merchandise. Try leaving a store without having a clerk remove the tag, and an alarm sounds.
In stores without alarms, the staff will make loud woo-woo
Convex
noises.
mirrors, strategically placed so one guard or cashier can keep tabs on a large area. Two-way mirrors that allow a guard to see without being seen.
Seeing, leering, slowly unzipping.
Employees who count what goes into a dressing room. And
Huh?
highly trained plainclothes store detectives of all ages posing as customers.
Blind customers?
Chains and rings on coats. Exit controls. It all adds up in favor of the stores and against the potential shoplifter.
The skulls of the shoplifters are displayed as a
Out of the
reminder.
pack, you stick it in your pocket. No problem. Hey, man, I'm kind of nervous. What for?
Trust me, in 25 years, it'll be how everyone gets their
Everybody's
music.
looking. Okay, where you gonna be?
right here. I wouldn't leave you, okay? Now, go on. Go on.
The Big Brothers program was much cooler back then.
Oh, wait, that one says Ted Nugent. Was he a musician?
Oh, way to stereotype. Of course the shoplifter is a folk rock contemporary fan.
Should have just given Columbia House a fake name and your grandma's address, kid.
What the hell's a pentangle?
Target acquired. Best of bread is in the bag. I repeat, best of bread is in the bag. Over.
You get it?
Yeah, I got it. Now let's get out of here.
Relax.
On to Spencer's gifts. How many blacklight posters will fit in your pants?
Excuse me, young man.
Dad cops, you're busted, dirtbag.
What's gonna happen to you? Believe me.
Please come with me to the security office.
Hey, I'll see you tomorrow, Tommy. I gotta run.
Your attorney sucks, kid.
Number 3. If you do get caught, nothing is going to happen to you.
All right, kid, you're sentenced to help old ladies try on
Most cases
shoes.
shoplifters don't
Oh,
think much about
no!
getting caught. If they do think about it, they figure that nothing much will happen to them.
In fact, Tommy's about to meet the Judas Cradle.
55. And your present address is what?
Triple play, Mr. Lonsdale.
Tonight we raise our Orange Julius cups in triumph.
Relayed to Sammy, one of the record section pillars, then relayed to me outside. Okay, let's have the cassette.
Hey, I didn't do nothing.
You gotta give me the cassette.
It's already stuck in the tape deck in my pacer.
All right, then please put your hands against the wall and spread your legs apart.
Let me see here. Gavin McLeod reads Victorian erotica? Oh, son.
Okay. Here you go. Name?
Professor Horace Slughorn.
I've never done this before. Hey, I'll pay for the cassette.
What is your name?
Conrad. Thomas Conrad.
Uh-huh. And your address?
Keeping in mind, I have no way to verify any of this.
5 Marion Avenue. It's in Fairport.
Phone number?
227-9799.
You're under 18, right?
Seems like all you kids are under 18 these days, huh?
Please, please don't do that. Please, don't call my folks. You know, you don't understand.
I understand. You should have thought of that before. Hello? Mrs. Conrad.
Did you know that Scientology has a plan for your life?
Make it their policy to call the police anytime a shoplifter is apprehended. Others prefer to deal directly with the offender's family, especially if the shoplifter is under 18.
Or was Winona Ryder?
Some states require that a store notify parents.
Thank you.
Is this how we brought you up?
Did your Skinner box teach you nothing?
Look, I told you with those kids he's been out with, having the car free to do whatever he wants to do.
See how you get your father upset? I mean,
look, you have an allowance, you have a part-time job. Tell me, why do you have to do something like this? You've never done anything like it before.
Oh, thank God he doesn't know about the Lufthansa heist.
Very few kids who go through a scene like this will want to risk it again. Unfortunately, they don't think about that beforehand. So often, shoplifting is done on a dare, or on a crazy impulse,
Or during a satanic blood
ordinarily
feast.
steal.
Mr. O'Hara, my husband and I both work in this town. We've been living here ever since Tommy was born. Please don't notify the police. You have my word that nothing like this will ever happen again.
Not after we wall him up cask of Amontillado style, that is.
In your own words. Are you willing to witness it?
He's willing, and so am I.
All right.
Okay, whose soul do I get?
You were unlucky, that's all. Just plain unlucky. And anyway, what happened to you? You get bawled out by your old man? Ah, too bad.
The Diamond Lompoc, too bad.
Man, do you? I felt like a thief.
Wait, felt like a thief? You were a thief. Hey, come back here.
What are you so upset for, huh? It's not like anyone ever gets in any real trouble. I mean, no one ever gets arrested for shoplifting.
The lost youth of Marjo Gortner.
No one gets arrested for shoplifting. The police aren't always called, and anyway, they're too busy with real crime to be concerned with shoplifting.
Crimes like Iggy Azalea's, the new classic.
Yeah, please, I'd like to see that camera.
Which one?
Oh, the second one from the left, I guess.
The one with the eye holes and junk.
This
Yeah,
is our
that's it.
self-focusing model.
How much?
$99.50.
Do you offer a
Wow,
five-finger discount?
It's a little bit more than I had in mind. Okay, listen, well, thanks. I'm going to think about it, okay? Because
Just a minute.
Lieutenant Lou Dobbs, freeze, bird.
don't look at me.
I saw you put it in your pocket.
Look, I didn't take anything, okay?
Then you won't object if I ask you to empty your pockets for me.
You're damn right I'd object. You have a search warrant?
Don't try this stunt at the sunglasses and search warrant
When I
hut.
saw you take the calculator, I called the police. There's a button under the counter that connects us directly to headquarters.
Perhaps the strangest statistic about shoplifting is that the majority of shoplifters can afford to pay for what they steal.
It's true, the Hamburglar is a
Teenagers
secret
shoplift for the
billionaire.
excitement of ripping off the establishment. They don't consider the consequences.
What's the problem, Mr. Robbins?
Shoplifting officer. I saw him take a calculator and he wouldn't volunteer to empty his pockets.
This young fellow here? Son, let me have the calculator.
I was gonna make it say boobs.
Okay, your name?
Charles Evans.
Charles Evans. All right, you're under arrest, Charles, for larceny by shoplifting.
We're going to turn you over to the
Right to
Nerd
remain
Crimes
silent,
Division.
Right to an attorney. Anything you say can will be used against you in a court of law. If you don't have the money for an attorney, the courts will appoint you one. Do you understand your rights?
Yeah.
All right, turn around, put your hands in the counter.
There's something else I need to
Very
plant.
few apprehended shoplifters thought they'd be arrested and prosecuted if they were caught. The rest?
Are sent to the pound.
They figured they'd be asked to return the goods. Or pay for them. Maybe get lectured a little. A slap on the wrist. But that's it.
Jeez, rough place. I better tell my cellmate I
about
stole a
myths.
graphing calculator.
Hey.
Man, that guard was easy to bribe.
Oh, man, it was mind-blowing. I mean, fingerprints, photographs, empty your pockets, the whole thing. I mean, I felt like I was on television.
So, what happens now?
Well, you think I could get a lift to Mexico?
I hear it's just routine. It's not like armed robbery or anything.
Oh, that's all right.
And anyway, I mean, it doesn't even go on your record.
Myth number 5.
A duck's quack doesn't
The
echo.
arrest doesn't stay on your record.
Mr. Evans, in view of the fact that this is your first offense, my tendency is to be lenient.
But then I noticed you've been hanging dong since you arrived.
$100. I could impose a jail sentence. However,
I find
I warn you
caning
that
much
any
more
future run-ins
satisfying.
with the law will be dealt with much more severely in light of this offense. Don't look so surprised, Mr. Evans. You're over 18 and responsible for your actions.
Including that dumbass
In this state,
vest.
that means your court records are not sealed, as they are with a juvenile. This arrest stays on your record.
All right then, on to my embezzlement hearing.
Well, at least that's over with.
Myth number 6. Because it's not over with.
What about your vacations?
This is Susan, age 24, with a college degree in marketing.
And currently holding in a
Qualified
fart.
for the job she wants as assistant buyer in a chain of department stores.
Fifth Avenue. Well, Susan, I think that's all we need. Is there anything you'd like to add?
Well, I was once arrested for shoplifting. Oh,
Well,
why did I say
As far
that?
as I'm concerned, you have the job.
Thank you very
Now, there is some routine background checking to do, but as soon as that's finished, you can start our training program.
Susan won't get the job.
She copped a feel as she was leaving.
Most employers, with the applicant's permission, acquire what's called an investigative consumer report from a consumer reporting agency about that applicant.
It's why so few cannibals are hired to be
Shows
teachers.
Susan was caught trying to shoplift a $15 scarf when she was 19. She wasn't arrested. Now, 5 years later, she's about to be turned down for a job she really wants.
At the Scarf Emporium.
Remember myth number 6? That it's all over with? Consumer reporting agencies offer retail stores a very real kind of protection against thieves.
It's called crappy
Some
inventory.
stores even have their own files on computer. If you shoplift a second time, they can tell in seconds.
Yes, Barbara platted, Andrew.
Does that sound rough? Does that sound unfair? So's shoplifting.
Oh, I could just crawl into my heap of stolen scarves and die.
Think about it. Shoplifting doesn't hurt anyone. No one gets caught shoplifting. Nothing happens to you if you do get caught.
Tattling on shoplifters isn't cool. Yet another myth.
Shoplifting. The arrest doesn't stay on your record. Once it's over for good.
Prepare to live a life haunted by scarves and calculators.
Think about the myths of shoplifting. And think about the facts. Then ask yourself, is it worth it? Is it really worth the price?
Especially when purse snatching is far more lucrative.
Yes, after 30 seconds in a JCPenney, you'll realize that nothing there is worth any price.
Hey, if you know a better way to get free beads in New Orleans, I'd like to hear it.
Yeah. Seasoned shoplifter like her knows all the cameras are trained on the calculator section.
Excuse me. Would you come with me, please?
I need help moving a couch.
So the lesson is, if you're gonna steal, just go on Amazon with the credit card you take from your elderly aunt while she's in the bathroom.
Okay, so long, you thieving animals.
It's time for Riff Tracks, copyright by Riff Tracks, all rights reserved.